afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. Have you been to Taichung Culture and Creative Park?
Yes.
We have lived in Taichung around 4 years, but before we undertook this project, we didn't know much about the park. Also, it's at a convenient distance to NCHU. So we would like to introduce the Taichung Culture and Creative Park and the Distillery Historic District in Toronto. At first, we will introduce two places, including its historic facilities, vision, and current activity. And next, we will compare the similarities and the difference between two classes. And finally, we will share our learning experience to you and with you. So let's take a closer look.
Hi, my name is Ken. Now it's my turn to report. First, I'll describe the Taichung Cultural and Creative Park, also called TCCP, and then introduce its transformation and current situation. TCCP began as a private winery during Japanese rule of Taiwan in 1916. And the winery became nationalized in 1922 because of the construction, including the planning for cities and ports. The government needed huge budgets. In 1928, the winery produced the most wine. After World War II in 1947, the winery was reorganized into the fifth winery of Taiwan Tobacco and Wine Monopoly Bureau. In 1958, the Bureau changed its name to Taichung Winery. With the gradual development of Taichung City, Taichung Winery, which used to be in the suburban area, now sits in the downtown area. As the city grew bigger and bigger, unfortunately, the winery became an obstruction for urban development. The manufacturing process also produced sewage and waste gas, and caused the protests from nearby residents. Moreover, with the increasing production of alcoholic products, the site of the winery became inadequate. A new factory had to be built elsewhere. Consequently, in 1998, it was relocated to the Taichung Industrial Park. After the relocation, the remaining historical buildings were preserved by the city government because they are an important part of Taiwan's past. The outside of the winery was renamed to the Taichung Cultural and Creative Park and was turned into a showcase of Taiwan's architecture, design, and art performance. It is currently one of the best preserved domestic wineries in Taiwan, decorated by elements from different cultures. The TCCP conserves the old cultures and incorporates many new elements into the old-fashioned buildings. Thank you.
Now, I will introduce the Distillery District. The Distillery District is a historic site and which was listed by the National Geographic magazine as a topic in Canada for travelers. And it is widely regarded as the premier arts, culture, and entertainment destination. The Distillery District streets were paved with traditional red bricks, and several mountain sculptures were installed along the lanes, and it's enlivened the streetscapes. The precursor of the History District is the Goodman and Worth Distillery, which was founded in 1832, and it was the largest distillery in the world by the late 1860s. In 20th century, the Distillery District was in a poor shape, which buildings and structures in this area were demolished often, leaving the former distillery surrounded by empty lots. However, the closing of the remaining of the distillery created redevelopment and investment opportunities. The Victorian area industrial architectures attract numerous film shops. In 1990, the site has served as a location for over 800 films and television productions. In 2001, the distillery was purchased by Cityscapes Holdings Inc. They transformed the distillery into a pedestrian area. They refused to lease any of the retail and restaurant space to chain stores or franchise. Therefore, the majority of the buildings are now occupied with restaurants, with galleries, and more. To this day, it becomes a place with flowers and passions and flowers. And now that
Okay, good afternoon everyone. I'm Mongda. Next we are going to the comparison. Next, I want to introduce the similarity and the differences between Taichung Valley and the Distillery District. The similarities: 1. The buildings in both districts were refurbished. 2. Both become cultural and creative parks and preserve the historical features of old architecture. The differences about history. Taichung Valley used to produce high-quality Japanese sake, but it gradually stopped the production of it in order to fit changes of Taiwanese drinking habits. Instead, the production line manufactured yellow wine and then put out Shaoxing wine. Now, rice wine is the main product of Taichung Valley. The Goodham and World's distillery products whiskey in the 1860s. The distillery is not only the Canada's largest distillery, but also the world's largest liquor producing distillery. After World War I, due to the implementation of prohibition, its business went downhill. Okay. In the present time, Taichung Valley Cultural and Creative Park is divided into 4 regions. 1. Business area. It has selling creative cultural products, and the restaurants are introduced to the park. 2. Exhibition area. The area has more than 3,000 square meters space for exhibition. 3. Wine district. It is a display area to show how wine is produced. 4. Educational area. The park also have an area that display the pottery container for wine. Distillery district, home to many Toronto's artists, designer boutiques, coffees, artisan shops, art galleries, performance area, and restaurants. The district is a place to see and to be seen.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you.